In this lecture, we're going to begin to look at the psychology of public speaking. And in this particular part, we want to focus on the internal dialogue that goes on in the mind of somebody who hates public speaking, or somebody on the average who doesn't like public speaking. What kind of dialogue goes on in their mind? Let me say this. The reality of the matter is that you cannot really avoid public speaking, whether you go to a friend's party or you just want to do a toast or somewhere at work, you're going to give a speech. Really, the higher up you go, the more you will have to have some form of public speaking anyway. So let's deal with this kind of words or sentences you make to yourself if you're the kind of person that doesn't like public speaking, or somebody who thinks they're not good enough to do public speaking. This is what goes on in their mind. Let me tell you some of them. Number one is they think, oh, I need to get it over and done with. They want to simply just race through the speech they've prepared so that they can just get it over and done with. That's a common mistake, because in reality, what actually happens is that you're not delivering a great speech simply because you want to rush through it. And when you rush through your speech, you lose the audience. So what you and I want to do is to take our time to actually deliver the speech instead of trying to rush through it, because we've told ourselves, I want to get it over and done with. And remember that, people can come up to speak, and before maybe they have like 10 minutes to do a speech or something. And within 2 minutes, they're done because they just rush right through it. So we really don't want to do that. We want to take our time. Talk deliberately. Slow down. You might speed up sometime, but slow down more of the time so that you can deliver a speech at the moment or for the moment. Another kind of dialogue that goes on in the mind of somebody who hates public speaking is this: I know it, I'm going to make a mistake. I know it, I'm going to make a mistake. Well, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. No matter how good you are, there are times when you make mistakes when you're giving a speech. Nobody will know it unless you allow the mistake to stop you. So this idea of having to cram a course, or having to memorize a course, or having to memorize your speech, by the way, is not the best way. What you need to do is know your material. When you know your material, it's easy for you to stray off your material. And to you, that might be a mistake, but to your audience, they don't even know you're making a mistake. So it's only when you allow the mistakes you make to actually stop you from delivering your speech, that's when your audience get to know about it. So really, making mistakes is not the issue. Making mistakes is not the issue. There's one more internal dialogue that I want to look at here, which is this. It says, I can't remember anything. Many times when people start giving a speech, they tend to think to themselves, oh my goodness, I'm not going to remember anything, which is like they feel that once they go up there, they visualize themselves going on stage and just drawing a blank. It really doesn't happen like that. And if it does happen like that, it's because you allowed the fear to paralyze you. It doesn't need to be that way. Honestly, it doesn't need to be that way. One of the ways to get around this is to just carry a cue card that has just a 5x3 card that has the key points you're going to talk about. Just put that on the podium or something and just do your talk. Make sure you know your talk before you start giving one. All right? That's the way to get over that. So there's nothing like you won't remember anything. You will remember if you don't let the fear paralyze you. So those three kind of internal dialogue can actually stop you from giving great speeches. I'll see you in the next lecture.